D, wait for it, delightful.
Check out the name tag. You're in my world now, Grandma.
What's up, nerds? So I just finished the final episode of Loki, and let me just tell you right now, I wasn't impressed. I wasn't impressed with this finale. It was just a bunch of talking. Now I might do a season 1 review. I don't know, because it's coming back for season 2. That was the thing. But this episode was so boring. I don't understand how this crap gets greenlit. You know, it just I'm so angry right now. Like, they messed this up. There are some good things, and we'll talk about that as soon as we get to them. But I'm so annoyed because it's like they wasted so much of my time, your time, their time. They could have made such a good show and something better than this crap. Okay. I'm going to break this thing down. I don't think it'll take too long because it's mostly just sitting and talking, and I'm just going to mush it all together because I don't remember exactly when they said what because I just got done watching it. But yeah, for the most part, yeah, it was all pretty much, oh gosh, I hate this show. Okay, so it starts off. This part was pretty cool. It just starts off with a bunch of talking from the Marvel universe, and then it goes out from the sun, and then you get these little universes, and then it all comes down to the timeline. And this circling this big rock is the timeline. And then we get to Sylvie and Loki in front of the Citadel. Yay, and everything, which the Citadel looks pretty cool and everything. And I like this concept right here. So they're walking and everything, and they get to the door, and she's all like, I'm going to kick it down and everything. And she's nervous about kicking it down because she's like, this is the end. This is all that I've worked for and everything. And this is basically her life. This is her life getting to this stupid Citadel and everything. So the door opens because they've been talking, and the door opens, and Kang, that's who it is. I'll just he's probably all like, hey, let's get this on the show on the road. They're just sitting here talking, move. So they go in, and there's some statues here, and this is kind of a cool little weird palace-y thing. It's just all dark and everything. And the Miss Minute shows up, and she's all like, hey, gang, listen, the master, which I don't understand why they just don't call him Kang, but the master wants to give you guys a deal. This is, they pull out their knives. Very cool. She's like, here's the deal. You all get what you want. Loki, you get to become the king of Asgard. Something we didn't see, but we saw in the trailer. Interesting. She's like, you get to become the king of Asgard and rule over Asgard and destroy Thanos. And Sylvie, you get to go back to your Asgard or whatnot and live your life. You know, you'll have a life full of happy memories. And they're like, no, we're going to kill the master. And she's like, good luck with that, stupid. And so she goes away. And then we go back to the TVA, and what is her name? Slaymaster or whatever. I don't know. It doesn't even freaking matter. She's gathering up files. Miss Minute shows up and everything. She's like, I've downloaded the files you need. And she's like, this is not what I asked for. And she's like, it's what he thinks you need to read and everything. She's like, who? And everything. She's like, good luck and everything. And she goes away. I like Miss Minutes. I like the voice actress that does her Tara Strong. She's very good. Or is it it's Tara Strong, yeah. She's very good. I enjoy her very much. She also does the voice of Harley Quinn. She also does a bunch of voices, but I really, she's so talented. I hope she sticks around forever. Anyways, so back to Sylvie and Loki. They're walking through, and they're babbling about weird, like, he's like, is he even still here or something like that? Because he wipes off dust from the statue, and I'm all like, oh, I don't even care. So then these elevator doors open up, and there's Jonathan Majors. Now, everybody knew Jonathan Majors was going to be Kang and everything. And I like Jonathan Majors. I think he's a talented actor. I don't like this version of Kang. So, I mean, I don't know. It's just I don't know. But I mean, like, this is the thing. Whatever. I hate his outfit. It's so stupid. Like, oh, it's so dumb. But yeah, I like Jonathan Majors. So, like, if you've ever seen anything Jonathan Majors in, right now, the only thing I can think of is Lovecraft Country, but I swear I've seen him in something else. I just can't remember off the top of my head. But I do like him. He's very talented. I can't wait to see what he does with the next version of Kang, because we'll get into that in a minute. So they pull out their swords, and they're like, and he's like, all right, come on, you guys. He's like, let's go and everything. They get in the elevator, and he, like, first off, he touches his nose, and then he touches that apple, and I'm all like, you can't eat that apple. Gross. And I don't even think he was chewing on a piece of apple when he was talking, because it would look very much like fake, and I'm like, What? I don't think he's eating an apple. I think he's just faking eating an apple. Um, and they're like, you're human. He's like disappointed, and she's like, no, easier to kill you. And she slashes at him, and he uses his little thing to disappear and everything. And they get into his office. Oh, because he was like, come to my office, kind of thing. And his office is kind of cool. It's dark though. I mean, like, put up a couple of lamps, dude. Like, just because I don't know. So he makes some tea or whatnot, and they've got their swords out still. Like, let's have a talk. So we go back to the TVA, and there's Mobius. He goes into Renslayer. He goes into her office. She's like, if anybody was gonna make it out of the void, I knew it would be you. And it's like, sure you did, honey. Anyways, so he's all like, he goes, she's like, Agent 190 or whatever, the hot model dude from the last episode. She's like, come to my office, and he's all like, not gonna work. And he shows her the pen from like 5 episodes ago, and she's like, what did you do? And we go back to like Wisconsin or whatever, at this high school, and there's B-15, and there's with the pen, and he comes in, and she's like, wait for it. And she comes in, she's like, what are you doing in my school? So she's obviously a principal, and Renslayer is a variant. So then we go back to his office, and he's talking to him, and they're trying to hurt him. And he's like, I know what's going to happen, so you can't kill me and everything. So, because they're like, you just can, you wouldn't work if you didn't have that little thing. And he's like, you're right, but I know everything that's going to happen. So whatever you do. And so then Mobius is, he's like, you betrayed me. And she's like, no, you betrayed me. And everything, very, very emotional and everything. And she's like, you betrayed what we're trying to do here. And she believes in the cause. She's all like, we need to keep a timeline in order. And he's all like, you're destroying innocent people. Is that there's no free will? And she's like, no, there is free will. The guy that controls all this stuff, and everything. And she believes in the cause, which, I mean, I guess it's fine. Cause I mean, like, you got to believe in something, I guess. But I mean, like, at the same time, I'm all like, yeah, Mobius is like, you're just killing innocent people. But at the same time, I like order and everything, but I don't know. Anyways, but not at the expense of people's lives. So then he's getting ready to kill her, and then she takes him down because he's obviously stupid. And then she goes through the little thing, right? And he's like, what are you going to look for? And she's like, I'm going to look for free will. So she's going to look for Kang and everything, because that's who Jonathan Majors is. I don't think they said his name. Yeah, they didn't say his name, Kang, but he's Kang, okay? And I'll do a season 1 review because I have questions about certain things, and I don't know. I just don't care about the show. It's so bad. It's so bad. So then he's sitting here talking, and he shows them this little thing. He tells them his story. So he said, a variant of mine was sitting on an Earth, and he realized that there were Earths sitting on top of Earths, the multiverse. And so he met his other variants, and they started, exchanging platitudes and technology and stuff, and they realized that with other Earths comes other areas to conquer, which started the war of him and his variants. They all started for total dominance and everything, until there was until he decided to go, until he found a creature, Eliath, and it ate matter or whatever, because it was created by them, whatever. Anyway, so he used it as a weapon, and that's how he won the war. Okay. And so they're sitting here, and he's all like, just sitting here, talky. This show does more talking than any other show I've ever seen. Like, so much exposition, and it's always like 5 minutes too long. I'm like, you could have wrapped up this story way quicker. Like, these are characters in if they were in real life, I would be like, yeah, you're not a good storyteller, dude. Like, people, it's like a song, don't bore us, get to the chorus. And these people do not know how to get to the chorus. I'll tell you that right now. So he tells them basically, like, you guys can run this time and all this stuff, because he's like, listen, you want to keep a steady flow, and you want to keep order, because you do not want to see the other versions of me that come out of this. You'd much rather have me than all of the other versions of me. I promise you that. And so they're all like, whatever. And so he gives over his little thing because he's like, and now we've reached it. He's like, I do not know what's going to happen from this point forward. And Sylvie's like, I'm going to kill you. So then she goes to attack him. And Loki's like, Sylvie, listen. He's right. If we kill him, we don't know who's going to take over and we don't know what they're going to do, and this guy seems to, yeah, he's doing bad shiz, but we have no idea what the other people are going to do. Maybe they want to collapse the entire, multiverse. And she's basically, I don't care. I want to kill him. And so they fight because she's like, oh, we're in a pickle and everything. And then she goes to attack him and he's like, Sylvie, stop, just stop and everything. And they kiss, ooh, and everything. And I don't remember what she says here. And who cares? But she pushes him through a portal and he goes through there. And then she's all like, time to pay the piper. And so she throws away his desk and she stabs him. And I can't remember what he said. I think he's like, this is like, and then he just dies, I think. I can't remember, but it doesn't even friggin' matter because I was like, I don't care. This show was such a waste of time. So then she falls over and that's the end of that. Then we go out the window and the multiverse starts spanning off. There's all these different universes. The multiverse grows and he's all, I can't remember what he says here. He's like, it has begun. I don't know. I wish he had said that. So he's sitting here all upset and everything, all heartbroken. Woe is me. And then finally he just gets this aha moment. He's like, I need to tell somebody. And like, so stupid. So he runs down the hallway. Everybody's like freaking out. And then these two are discussing what's going on and everything. Cause they're all like, what's going on here? And he's like, listen, we destroyed, she killed him, yada, 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 all this stuff. And they're like, are you a variant? What time are you from? And then he looks up and he sees the statue of Kang. And this is obviously a little bit more comic book accurate Kang. I have to be honest. I really, really, really want comic book accurate costumes with Kang. I know he's a black guy and they have a habit of taking people of color and just painting over them like Gamora. But for instance, Gamora is an alien. Kang in the comic book, he has blue skin. I would prefer him to have the purple helmet. He's got to have the purple suit. It's just so classic and iconic. You have to. And I want him to have the blue skin. Now, in saying that, if he doesn't have the blue skin, but they do a comic book accurate costume, including the helmet, I'll be fine with that for the movie because he's going to be in Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. Oh, gosh. Let's see if that turns out to be good because Ant-Man and the Wasp sucked. I don't know if you liked it, but whatever. So that's the end of this episode. And like I said, oh, what a complete waste of time. All 6 episodes. Oh my gosh. I mean, like there might have been some fun stuff going on in the episodes, like a little tidbit here and there that was fun and everything. But for the most part, this show just sucked. I'm sorry. Like if you liked it, I'm really happy you liked it because I was excited for this show. What if the next one that comes out it's the cartoon, the animated TV show? That is the one I'm looking most forward to out of all the Marvel shows. Okay. Cause I love animation. And everything, and I love Elseworld stories. Like I love the multiverse stories. Like I love seeing like, what if, for instance, Peggy Carter became Captain America, but she's not Captain America because she's British. Anyways, but what if she took the super soldier serum instead of Steve Rogers? I love storylines like that. Like what if T'Challa was Star-Lord instead of what's his face? I can't remember. Chris Pratt, whatever his character's name is. I love stories like that. So that was the one I'm most looking forward to. And then it was Loki. And they let me down with Loki. Gosh, was this a bad show. I'll do a season 1 review. I don't know when. I'm going to try to do it. I got to write up notes. But because I have so many questions about this show. Like, what's going to happen with Renslayer? Mobius. Where did he come from? Because a lot of the stuff in here was they told instead of show, don't tell. Okay. I wanted to see B-15's life before she became an agent for the TVA. I wanted to see Mobius's life. I wanted to see him on a jet ski on a beach or whatever. I wanted to see all that stuff. And you know what? They didn't do any of it. They didn't do any of it. They spent most of the time with Loki and Sylvie, and that crap was just boring as all get out. I don't care how many times they look starry-eyed into each other's eyes. I don't care. I just don't care. So, in conclusion, this episode sucked. But I mean, Jonathan Majors did a good job because he was basically the main point of this episode. I mean, Tom Hiddleston did a good job. Like, in other episodes, this episode, it was very meh, his performance. The woman that played Sylvie, screw her. She did a bad job of this. It wasn't that great acting-wise. She's not that great of an actress, in my opinion. And then Renslayer, I don't remember that. Oh gosh, I don't remember her name off the top of my head. And then Owen Wilson, they did fine, but like, and the woman that played B-15, I don't remember all their names. Sorry, I don't remember everybody's name. Sorry. But yeah, okay. Tell me what you guys thought about this crappy episode of Loki, this finale. God, this was the finale. Oh, I hate this show. Tell me what you guys thought about it. Did you like it? If you liked it, tell me why you liked it. Tell me why you liked it. If your answer is Jonathan Majors, I get that. He did a good job. He really did. He really did. I can, I'm not just, pandering. He really did a good job. But I still didn't like this version of Kang, even though he did a good job. But go ahead and tell me why you liked it. If you didn't like it, good, because I didn't like it either, and we agree. Yeah, you can go ahead and leave all your comments in that section down below. If you like this video, go and hit that like button. I won't mind. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. And I will see you guys on the next whatever. You guys have a good day. Bye.